Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I wanted to chat with you guys today about book ratings and a lot of videos that I've watched, and I want to get your valued opinion. I'm going to get right into it. I've noticed that I've seen a lot of videos and all different platforms where people, like every month they're rating a lot of books 5 stars. I'm not saying that they don't deserve it, but I'm reading a lot of these books and they're entertaining, don't get me wrong. But the thing that I think can happen when you read a lot, and I read, if I had to average it, I read right around 10 books a month. Some months it could be a little less, some months it could be a little bit more. Now usually out of those, about 3 of them are audio, and I've noticed that many of the books, you know, they're entertaining and they're okay, but a lot of them are maybe books that I'm going to eventually forget. I know I mention this one book to you guys all the time, The Silent Patient. It's because I can't forget that book at all. It's just will never ever leave my mind. And because of the ending, it was just so unexpected. But most books to me don't deserve a 5 star. I mean, to me, and I guess I don't know about you, and I want to know your opinion. You know, I think many books get a 3 star, which means, yeah, they're pretty good. Like to me, and I know I've done a video, 1 means you might have DNF'd it or you really didn't like it. You might not even have finished it. 2 means, you know, it was okay. You didn't love it, you know, but it was okay. It was kind of boring or something like that. And then 3 means, yeah, it was kind of entertaining and you liked it okay, but you might forget about it. And then you could do different ranges like 3, 3.5. 4 means, hey, you really liked it. You know, you really enjoyed that book. It was entertaining. And 5 means it's a wow. Well, very few books get that. And I see so many people rating so many books a 5. And then I started looking back at my ratings. You know, I've kept track of all my books this year. I plan on doing that next year too. And, you know, you can, by the way, email me anytime you want an updated list of all my books. But I went back and started changing some of my ratings because I noticed I was giving a lot of books a 4. And many of these books, they were good. They were fine. But I don't even know if they would rate a 4 because I don't know that they actually deserve it. And I think what ends up happening is you read so many books and like, oh, this one's good and this one's good. But what happens is this. Then you read a book that is really good. And then you're like, you know what? Then you compare and you end up changing your ratings. And I've noticed that a lot, is that there's a lot of books I read, but honestly, if I had to say, most books I read are going to be 3 star, which means, yeah, they're okay. They're kind of good. Maybe kind of more of a C+, if you would say, right? And a lot of books fall in that category. So what I'm going to do from this video going forward is I'm going to do a book review, and I'm actually changing up some of the books I'm reading, and I'm going to give you my personal rating. Now, it's crazy because if you go to Goodreads or you have other people rating, you know, you could see one book, right? And you have one person giving it a 5 and another person giving it a 1. So it depends on what they rate. Now for me, one thing that's always going to get me, you know, mostly I read thrillers, but even this, is I like an unexpected ending or an ending that has some kind of cliffhanger, okay? But I also do like endings where it might leave it for a part 2 book. That's where the cliffhanger ends. But then sometimes I like it where it goes 2 years ahead. It does kind of a, you know, at the end of the book, it has the last final chapter where you kind of see what happened and what everybody's doing 2 years from now. I kind of enjoy that. I like books that don't have, you know, so many different plot lines and so many different characters, and something that engages you at the beginning and keeps you interested all the way through, something with good character development. Those are things that are important to me, but everyone is different. And I know I've told people, wow, I really like this book. And one of my friends who reads as much as I do, I've told her some of my favorite authors. Well, she's not really into thrillers, right? She likes beach romances. And not that they're not okay, but I find some of those kind of dry and boring. But she just loves any story that is kind of a love story at the beach, you know, on Nantucket, things like that. I think they're okay, but she doesn't enjoy a lot of the authors. So we all have differences. I want to ask you guys, do you rate the books you read? What to you, in your opinion, makes a really good book? And also, Do you have several books that you've rated a 5-star? I'd love to know from you some of the books you've rated a 5-star. That's all, guys. I love you, appreciate you, and I hope you come back for the next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.